Hello, I'm Dr. Bruce Banner. I specialize in the study of radiation, in case you couldn't tell already. I'm a member of the Avengers Initiative, well, me and the other guy, if you want to be really technical about it. Clint was the one who told me I should do these. I already do a research vlog to document my research, but I've never shared them with the public before. They've all been for personal reference along with my notes. I think these could potentially be beneficial for my anger management. There's days I could probably benefit from just talking for a while. I had to spend 2 hours the other day salvaging an experiment I was working on because one of the machines wasn't calibrated properly. Do you know who understands radiation technology? Sometimes, Tony. Steve tried to listen to me when I gave up for the night, but he hadn't the faintest idea of what I was talking about. So I'll probably be discussing a fair bit about how my research is going and what I'm working on. I've started focusing more on what the other guy is capable of and trying to understand him instead of focusing on how to get rid of him or how he happened. Granted, this is only when I have time to myself. I've been working with the Department of Defense, which is keeping me increasingly busy. Tony's giving me a hand at certain points, if I so choose. Sometimes a fresh pair of eyes on an equation is helpful when you've been awake for 38 hours. Look, in my defense, it does not seem that long, okay? When you're working like that, it really doesn't seem that long. Now, my official work at the Department of Defense is at least interesting. I have hesitations with the motives behind what I've been asked to do, but they don't exactly want me discussing my findings or works. I suppose the situation could be worse. The fall of S.H.I.E.L.D. did throw me off a little, but then again, the signs were there. No one saw them quite in time, though. However, the world goes on and shall continue as it always has. I'm sorry, my apologies. This wasn't exactly the best topic for the first vlog. I'm still very new at this. I hope you don't mind too terribly. I don't think it should be an issue. I've already restarted this at least twice. The rest of my team will probably be able to tell you some interesting stories to compensate. How about this? I remember one particular time, Tony and I were working on the improvements for one of his Iron Man suits. He had asked for my input, so of course I did. Pepper came down to the lab at probably about midnight to make sure we were still alive, as she liked to say, before she went to bed. We assured her it was all right, and the next thing we know, she's back in the lab again. Tony turned to her and asked if she'd forgotten something and why she hadn't already gone to bed, and just if everything was okay, and she just sighed and had Jarvis tell us what time it was. It was 1:30 in the afternoon. We had spent all night working. Yeah. On the upside, we did accomplish what we had set out to do, and Tony was able to start on the next project. Alright, well, I think that's all for now. I don't assume these will be too in-depth when it comes to my research. I may just save that for my journal so I don't have to repeat myself. It just saves time. But I'm interested to see where these go, I suppose. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.